Hello, hello and welcome. It's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Great to see you. Thank you so much for joining. So today I said I was going to do a stamped one sheet wonder using the new Shepherd's Care stamp set that I used for the first time yesterday. Love the results, but I wanted to show kind of a very different look that you can create by trying to do a kind of like stamped one sheet wonder. So there we go. So hello everyone who's watching on the live stream. Thank you for coming along, and hello if you're watching later on. Hi Janice, hi Terry, hi William, Heather, Kim, Mary. Your granddaughter's soccer practice. All right, so one eye on granddaughter and oh, hold on, I've got to do the wink. One eye on granddaughter, one eye on me. There we go. Fancy meeting you here, Janice. Yes. Okay, so just a reminder, if you didn't see yesterday's card making session, I will be putting up the measurements and I will show it to you now in case you're really eager to have it. I've basically drawn it out onto the inch grid paper, and I've taken a photograph of it. I just have not got round to putting it into Artful Stampin Space because I had a busy day today. So there we go. So that will be the illustration for that one. So I'm just going to move that to one side. And I actually cleaned my stamps up. I remembered as I was about to go live that I said I wasn't going to clean my stamps and just use them, but I will bring them back. I definitely want to use that one. Definitely want to use that. And I might have a quick look on the shelf and see what else I want. Do I want more trees? I'm wondering. Or something scenic. That's a tricky one really, because it's not a kind of European pastoral scene that we want. It's more of a, you know, Eastern, Middle Eastern, and might have to go for more abstract perhaps. I've got of art and texture, and I've also picked up Delicate Forest. I'm thinking this panel here, this little stamp here, might be interesting to use. Maybe even that way round. Anyway, well, we'll have a play and see what happens. Right, I think I'll go with a bit of very vanilla and I'm wondering whether to use a brayer just to get a little bit of colour down to start off with. Hi Shaz, hi Kim, hi Paula. Just going to clean my glasses. They look a little bit, yeah, they are dirty. I was thinking, why can't I see very well out of that? Okay, right. Okay, this is a bit of basic beige. I don't feel like I need the whole brayer inked up, so I'm just going to go for a little bit there. And just brush on some colour. I'm not quite sure quite where I'm going with this, but just going to go for it. I think my ink is a little bit juicy, so it's got little bubbles kind of coming there, but that's all right. We'll keep going. going. Squeaky, squeaky. Okay, so that was Basic Beige and Daffodil Delight that went on just then. I'm going to mount that up. It's a kind of mountainy scene. And then a... what would you call that? Foreground ground with some grassy stuff. So I'm thinking mountains in grey granite. I'm quite liking this stamped off version there. Okay, so that's grey granite. Then here we have some crumb cake. I don't know if that's looking quite right, but anyway, we'll keep stamping. It's just nice to get different landscape textures on there. Hi Terry, hi Monica. Good to see you. Who walked around some parks? Who was that? Ah, Paula. Oh, lovely. Alright, so that's quite a bit of background down on there. Wondering whether just to get the shepherd stamped and then kind of go from there. Though he's quite big, isn't he? I think I'm just going to treat him as a pattern rather than overthinking what he's kind of meant to look like. Does that make sense? I'm going to go for a bit of pecan or pecan. Ah, he looks a bit see-through, but okay, let's just put him on a lighter bit there. That's a bit better. Okay, so it might be that he could benefit from being masked off rather than... Yeah, maybe I should have stamped him first and then put the backgroundy stuff around him rather than having background first. But anyway, this is just a big fun experiment. You know. He's not a solid stamp, so I guess I could go in there and do some colouring. Dark crumb cake. Looks a bit better. Okay, does look a little bit better. Oh, I like that idea, Terry. Yes. It's like a representation, isn't it? A symbolic representation. Yes, that's interesting take on it. Quite like to stamp some scenic bits in. That's quite nice. I like that by doing second generation stamping in the background, it makes it look more like a really kind of like populated town, not just like a few little houses. All right, okay. Ooh. We do have this interesting kind of star type image. So this stamp set I think falls under the category of the distinctive style. I'm just going to go for stars everywhere. This is not the star, this is just stars. Just as a pattern, as opposed to it's supposed to being looking like a star. It's just a nice, it's kind of like posh dotage. Thank you, Monica. I mean, there is dotage. There is dotage. There we go, a little bit of dottage going on in there. And then I did wonder whether to stamp some script as just a background script. You guys know how much I love to do that, but in something very, very pale. I'm kind of tempted to do it in the basic beige. Salamander dottage. Yeah. I know, it's a really interesting, it's a weird shape, isn't it? Oh, you got the peppermints, Melissa. Lovely. Oh, those are very fun. Yeah, so this is very, very subtle. Very much sort of like it's part of the background. I love it. Because I've already got a little bit of a layer of that basic beige there. So it's like almost, it's like going in and out of vision. So it's not necessarily a Christmassy, even though I've put it in a Christmas category on my playlist, it's not necessarily just a Christmas one sheet wonder, really. This could be used for all kinds of things. Because the verse is, he heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. It's such a beautiful, beautiful verse from the Psalms. I love that it's in the background there, woven in. There's not much more I really want to add to that, apart from, do I want to put a few little, I might put a few little trees in, and also I'll have a think about whether I need to put that little landscapey bit in. I'm going to have to break down and place an order. So just a reminder, tomorrow is the last day that you can sign up with the new fabulous offer, not new, sorry, the fabulous offer of paying just £99 for £160 of product. So tomorrow is the last day that you can do that. Stampin' Up do come out with offers from time to time, so it won't be the only. I mean, to be honest, the sign-up deal is a good offer anyway, because you get £130 of product for £99, and you then get a discount on all your orders after that. So but this month particularly is kind of good. And if you do sign up now, you'll be ready to, there will be some new releases coming in the next week or so. And also, if you wanted to go to Onstage, you could book onto that, because that's in April, and so you could book on to go to Onstage. It doesn't look like I will be going to it at all, whether it's in Europe or America. I can't really justify the expense right now. Right, do I think this will fit in somewhere? Don't know whether to use just for places where it looks like I might just need a bit extra underneath the feet of the shepherd and the sheep there. There we go. Hello, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. Onstage is in March. Thank you. Well, if you're in Australia or South Pacific and you sign up to going to the one there, then Lisa, who's on here, she's planning to go, and there are a few others. Oh dear, not doing so well, that one. Let's try this one. What's this one? Oh, that's another one. Oh, that one's just as bad. What's this one? Light grey granite. Okay. I'm just going to try it over here. There we go. He's semi-see-through, but not fully. So if you have only just joined, I did put a little bit of daffodil delight in the background right at the beginning. So that's what that little hint of yellow is. And also I stamped some mountains in the background using that new stamp set to me. Okay, so that's my first attempt. Like I said, there are some things I would do differently, because I kind of forgot that that stamp was semi line art, semi shaded in. It's not full on, you know, solid. So yeah, but no, it'd be fun to make something with. I don't know whether to do something else or not. I've got an idea for something else. How tall is he? Wondering if he would work as a bookmark. If I stamp or colour a background and then cut the bookmarks and then stamp. So if I could get stamped there, it's about 4 inches. And I usually make my bookmark 7 inches tall. So if I was to stamp then mountains across the top, actually let's do some brayering first. You can see like little hairs on there. Okay, that's better. I was going to do Calypso Coral, but I think I might go for some Peach Pie. I don't want it to be as dark as that. Just going to go for a little strip. Ooh, just stuck my nails in it. A little bit of a strip of that. A little bit squeaky. I don't like how I've got a line across there now. Just going to try and blend that out a bit. Don't like it. That was just a little bit too dramatic of a sky. So I'm going to go with a grey granite again for my mountains. Okay. Hi, Jane. Just going to stamp off. Alright. I know they're meant to be darker in the foreground, but let's just pretend it's misty. Okay, so still going to be stamping my shepherds there, but I'll do that once I've cut it all up. Do I want any other... Oh yeah, we could have him standing on something, couldn't we? Ah, now this is interesting. I've just picked that up upside down, and I think that stamp could be used upside down if you don't stamp the grass. Look at this. Look. This looks like a bit of ground. So if you don't want the grass, just turn your stamp upside down. That's kind of cool. I like that. So I've got that versus kind of like a real backgroundy texture thing going on. Do I want anything else? Don't really want dark dottage. I'm just going to see what happens if I stamp some basic beige. Just when I put this stamp on earlier, I knew I did something not quite right. I pulled it the paper round a little bit, and I know I didn't get that on nicely. I wonder if I put a little bit of heat on there. if I can pull it away a little bit. Probably not meant to do this, but I can't have that stamp keep coming away from the block. I'm very gently just pulling that back because I don't want to break the foam. Just going to put a bit more heat on there. Ooh. It is coming back, but I'm just being very gentle with it because, as I said, I do not want to tear the foam. And kind of when you get to a point where it's just like not peeling back at all, just put some more heat on. Okay, I think that's better. Still not perfect, but it's better than what it was. I was in a bit of a hurry this morning when I was trying to put the stickers on, so it's my fault really. Well, it totally was my fault. So very subtle little dots there in the distance. I imagine my husband will want these for bookmarks to give to his preachy friends. Preacher friends. Why am I taking it off? Because I didn't put it on properly, Kenzie. I put it on in a hurry this morning, and I remember putting the stamp down on the sticker, then thinking, oh, it's not quite right, and then moving the sticker over. So what ended up happening was the sticker was kind of like pulling the stamp in the wrong direction. So when I went to mount the stamp just now, what was happening was this portion was lifting up because of the tension was wrong. So it's better that I just remove it. Okay, so I'm going to cut this at 6 7/8. And I'm going to cut this at kind of 1 3/4, but then 1 3/4 plus a 16th. So you're looking at 1 13/16. So if you go to 1 3/4 plus 1 little notch, which is about just, oh, it's 4.6 millimeters. Yeah, don't try and remove stickers without giving it a bit of a warmth, because it will just ruin your stamps. Alright, so I think I can get away with using pecan pie again. We'll do it once, and then if I want to go darker, I will. But because I deliberately didn't do so much dark stamping where he was going to go. Apart from the script there. Maybe I should have done that slightly differently, but never mind. I think I like that. It's very dramatic looking. I was going to say I can lift him up a bit, but I can't really because the mountain's there. I'm making sure that the lamb's nose is just inside. That won't fit on, but just doing his belt and the band there. This is SU 600. This is part of the collection of kind of neutral colours that Stampin' Up came out with that are suitable to be used for skin tones or sort of a more naturalistic tones for wood, for ground, for all sorts of things. But I feel like you don't necessarily always have to colour this image in because it's got all that beautiful shading already there. Oh, I missed one. So this can be left as is, or we could put it onto a piece of cardstock. So I used a peach pie. Not peach pie. Yes, peach pie. I'm wondering whether to stick it onto pecan. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, night, Heather. Have a good day tomorrow. So I have to let you know, everybody, that I probably am not going to be doing any more lives this week. May and I are off to London to visit a friend and to go to the theatre. Well, I'm going to the theatre. May's not going to the theatre. And so I'm going on Friday evening. So I'm afraid you're going to have to survive on replays. Now, I know that on the night I'm at the theatre, the 1st of November, the Stamp Around UK hop will be happening. I'm afraid I've been so busy doing various other things that my blog and vlog hopping has kind of gone to the wayside a little bit. But I know that Janice is probably on that and she'll be participating. So if you don't already follow Janice, so she is Jazzle Dazzle Crafts. If you don't follow her, please do, because she will be hopping with some other UK hoppers, vlog hoppers, tomorrow. Oh, my nails need a file. They look awful. They keep breaking, and they do look terrible. Right, let's get some glue. Oh, that's a good idea. Stamp the scripture on the back. Very good idea, Terry, thank you. No. That was pretty stuck. Oh dear, lost a pin. I love this pecan pie colour, it's so warm. It really is. Right, 2 more to go. So there we go, 2 ideas of 2 slightly different approaches to a stamped one sheet wonder, and sometimes it is helpful just to almost do it in 2 parts, where you stamp a bit of a background and then cut up the background, then do the focal point stamping afterwards, so that you have a little bit more control of where things end up. So yes, and we could stamp the verse on the back. The font on this is so beautiful. The script one. I mean, the other one is nice as well. It's nice, modern, easy to read font. But the script is, yeah, beautiful. So the reason I cut, I didn't mention the measurements, did I? So the measurements for the card that you need for the bookmarks is 1 15/16 across by 7 inches. And my very sweet friend Bobby in the US, he sent me a pack of the old Stampin' Up bookmarks. So years ago, Stampin' Up used to sell these, and I wish they would sell them again because they are so good. They're beautifully thick, and they are just perfect for making bookmarks with. Saves you having to muck about with a laminator. And so what I would do is then punch a hole in the top and then just tie that off with some ribbon. Yeah, you can laminate them. I just find it easier to use these. There you have it. So 6 bookmarks, and then a stamped one sheet wonder. And because, as you can see, that the image is slightly wider than the 2 inches, I would all kind of suggest that because it's, you know, a pictorial, very, you know, it's an image of a person. It's not like the flowers where you can just keep, you know, stamp them in a row and it doesn't matter how they get cut up. So you just have to be a bit more thoughtful about how to use a stamp on a bookmark to make best use of it. So doing the scene first, cutting it up, add the shepherd, works really well. And then if you just want an all-over design, then yeah, that's fun to do as well. There we go. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'll go through the colours with you now that I used. So on this first one I used Basic Beige and Daffodil Delight just to pop some colour down in the background with my brayer, and then stamped the mountains in grey granite and then did also second generation, then the foreground in crumb cake, the shepherd in pecan pie, and then also those little scenic elements, those were all in pecan pie as well, and the dottage and the stars. So that was that. And then my bookmarks, I brayered some Basic Beige into the background. They were all done on very vanilla cardstock. Basic Beige into the background, a little bit of peach pie, which is looking very orangey, but it could be that I just had a little bit of colour left on my brayer. But yeah. And then stamped the mountains again with grey granite, but did this little foregroundy bit down here in grey granite as well, and then stamped the shepherd in pecan pie. So not terribly different, just the omission of the yellow and then the popping in of the peach pie instead. Because peach pie and pecan pie and crumbs, you know, crumb cake, they all go together, don't they? There we go. Ah, thank you, Terry. You're very welcome. Great to see you. All right, lovelies. So thank you, Monica, for sharing. So I've shared out my, that's the October host code. I'm going to be closing that order tomorrow. So I have actually set up, I will send it to you now, Monica, and also my other admins. I'm going to set up November's host code as well. That is set up. Right, there we go. There it is. And Da, da, da. Right, I think that's everything. I don't think there's anything else to let you know, apart from stay well, everybody. Please take care, have a good weekend, and oh gosh, I've just realised that next week as well, I'm going to face you for this one. Next week as well, I'm going to be at my sister's, so I could probably go live from her house, but I'd have to. Oh, her internet's not great, to be honest. Her internet's not great, so I don't know. I might be able to get away with maybe filming something and then uploading it. Or I could just have a little break. I do actually have some work to do on creating a class, a Christmassy sort of class. So I'd probably be better off spending the time doing that while I'm at her house. And what else have I got to do? I'm writing my book. So sorry, I've just realised it could be that the next time I go live it will be maybe next Wednesday. Ah, that's a week away. Oh well, life gets like that sometimes. So yeah, sorry about that. But of course, if you ever need any help with placing orders or anything like that, please just contact me. I am available. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Terry. Yeah, I am really looking forward to this weekend. I'm going to be seeing some people that I've not seen for quite a long time. And also my mum. I'm going to see my mum and my sisters and some other folks. And it's a flying visit to London. Then I'm back and then I'm away again. So there we go. We will survive the week. We'll have Ruth withdrawal. I know. It's kind of a break and not a break. It's a break from being at home. Yeah. So, right, lovelies. Take care. Thank you so much for your ongoing support and love. And I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Here we go. Here's the last scene. Remember, if you need a catalogue, please email me. And take care of each other.